name is Samantha Silver. I'm currently a communications professional in the education system, but before that I was on the Spa Buzz team helping plan and facilitate events across the country. Today I'm going to talk about the technology and apps that I use to help me stay healthy and well. This includes not only physical wellness, but mental, emotional, and social health as well. Along the way, I'll include information on how you can incorporate these tools into your life as well. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with physical wellness. For me, this means working out and eating right. Right now, my workout routine is focused on strength training and some cardio. For strength training, I use the Strong app. This app is great because you can create routines using their list of exercises or input your own and then customize your sets and reps. The app then keeps track of your progress, and with each exercise, you can see what weight or how many reps you completed last time, what your personal record is, and how many times you've done the exercise before. The app also allows you to set rest timers between each set, which I find to be super helpful. Overall, this app helps me keep track of my workouts and routines and keeps me motivated to get stronger. Strong has a free version, which I've used for years, as well as a paid version. I have a bit of a harder time with cardio because, frankly, I don't like it very much. However, what I've realized I dislike more is feeling completely out of breath and out of shape while hiking. One of the main activities that I like to do in my free time is rock climbing, and often that involves a hike to whatever crag we're going to for the day. So for me, it's worth it to incorporate cardio into my training so I don't feel completely drained on the hike in to go rock climb. My go-to app to use for quick cardio routines is called Nike Training Club. They have tons of different workouts that vary in length, difficulty, and focus. During the workout, each exercise has a video and a voiceover to explain how to do the movement, which makes it much easier to not have to stop at every exercise and try and figure out the correct form. The Nike Training Club app has both free and paid versions. However, right now they're offering all of their premium content for free, so it's really worth it to go check it out. Another component of physical wellness that I want to touch on is eating right. This can mean so many different things depending on who you are, and at the end of the day, I firmly believe that you should eat whatever makes you and your body feel best. For me, there's one app that I use to help me reach some of my daily nutrition goals. The app is called the Daily Dozen, and it simply gives you a checklist of servings of fruit, vegetables, beans, whole grains, and more that you should strive to eat every day. I personally use this as a guide for healthy eating and incorporate additional food groups into my diet each day. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you might find that this checklist offers more of a complete list of what you're eating each day. Regardless of how you use it, it can be super helpful to keep you on track to eating right. Okay, moving on from physical wellness, I also use technology and apps to help me maintain my mental wellness. For me, maintaining mental wellness means keeping my brain active and focused. One of the most basic, but probably most effective ways I do this is by setting screen use timers on my phone for specific apps. Personally, I get sucked into Instagram and can scroll for hours without realizing it. So, to combat this, I have a screen timer set for 15 minutes per day for Instagram. This helps me still enjoy Instagram while also freeing up time to focus on other things. So if you have an iPhone, you can set the screen timer by going to Settings, click on Screen Time, and then App Limits. You can then add a per day time limit to whatever app you'd like to use. I also use the Do Not Disturb feature, which allows you to silence notifications, including texts and calls, for certain time periods. This is also located in your general settings for iPhone users and can be customized to your needs. If you have an iPhone and don't see these options listed in your settings, make sure that you have completed the latest update. I believe screen timers are also available for Android and Google phones as well and can be found in the Settings or Digital Wellbeing section for phones with the latest Android update. Another way that I use technology to maintain my mental wellness is through an app called Elevate. The Elevate app includes different types of games focused on vocabulary, reading, writing, memory, mental math, and more. The app itself is very aesthetic, and I really do feel a difference when I use it regularly. One thing that I've started to do is every time I pick up my phone to mindlessly scroll through Instagram, I force myself to first complete an Elevate training session instead. There's both a free and paid version of this app. For me, it was worth it to get the paid version. It's $20 or something for a year, and it's really something that I try to incorporate into my daily routine. Okay, so in addition to using technology for mental wellness, I also use it similarly for emotional wellness, which includes meditation and goal setting for me. There are quite a few meditation apps out there. Personally, I've enjoyed using Headspace in the past. However, recently I've also been trying to use Balance. Balance is another app from the creators of Elevate, which is the brain games app that I mentioned earlier. And it offers personalized meditations based on your goals, how you're feeling, how much time you have, and more. For me, the shorter sessions tend to work well when I'm trying to do it every day. And at the time of this recording, Balance is offering a free year of service, so it's a good time to check it out and see if it's right for you. Another way that I maintain my emotional wellness is by having goals, which really expands into all facets of wellness. One way that I use technology to help me reach my goals is pretty simple. Once I have a goal set, which is something that I've thought about and I know that I really want to work on for the next few weeks or months, I customize my home screen wallpaper on my phone. When I think about it, it's really just like having a sticky note taped somewhere in your house. What I found to be most helpful when creating an image for my home screen that's really going to help me achieve this goal is to have the image represent something positive. So when you see it, you're transported to that moment when you achieve that goal, giving you a spark of excitement and motivation. And I think it's really important to note that it should not be anything that's going to overwhelm you or make you feel bad if you're having an off day. So, for example, this summer I really want to complete a certain rock climb. This is a climb that I've tried and have been working on for a few years, and it still really gets me excited when I think about it. I also know that it's going to be important for me to train and put the work in order to succeed. So for my home screen, I have a photo of me attempting the rock climb from last summer. So now whenever I look at my screen, I'm transported to that feeling of being on the climb, and it really serves as a reminder of why I want to put in the work to get there. Another example, let's say, would be if you wanted to hike a specific mountain, one that's, let's say, 14,492 feet in elevation. If you've never done the hike before, you're not going to have that photo of it. So instead, you could create a wallpaper that just has the specific elevation number, 14,492 feet. And this can work for non-physical goals as well. Let's say your goal was to paint more. Find a photo of a painting that you love. Maybe it's one that reminds you of why you wanted to start painting in the first place, and put that on your home screen. Whatever the image is, the goal is to use something that's specific enough to remind you of why you set your goal in the first place. And I really just want to reiterate that this should be something that evokes a positive response. You absolutely do not want something on your home screen that brings feelings of shame or inadequacy. If you want to get creative with creating your homepage wallpaper, I suggest using resources such as canva.com. They have templates of all kinds of mediums, including phone wallpapers, so you can customize it however you want. All right. So the last component I want to talk about is maintaining social wellness. This can be done many ways using technology and is especially prevalent now as we focus more on digital gatherings rather than in-person meetings for the time being. In addition to FaceTiming with your friends and family, I recommend setting up a shared photo album with a group of people. You can encourage everyone to share one photo per day or make it interesting and create different themes each day. Like everyone sharing a photo of a meal, a page from a book they're reading, a view of their outside, anything that they want. The goal is to keep in touch and stay connected with the people in your life. And that's it. Those are just a few of the apps and technology that I use to stay healthy and well. I want to thank everyone for joining me, and I will make sure to list all of my recommendations here. I hope everyone stays well during this time, and remember that even if we're not physically together, we're still very much connected.